Hi there, Stampers. I am going to give a whirl at, whoopsie, sorry about the Shable Shake, making one of my first videos here. So what I'm going to show you today is one of my favorite paper saving options when using your DSP. So the stamp set I'm going to use today is Best Year, found on page 133. It's part of a bundle that includes the Plaid Builder set, which is really kind of awesome for all kinds of things. And then we're going to use some DSP today called Artistry Blooms. Lots of really bright colors. The color palette is magenta, coral, mango, coastal cabana, granny apple, raspberry, and gorgeous grape. Lots of really great patterns and colors. And that's on page 131. So I'm going to take one sheet of that. I picked out the one that's got a lot of magenta and the gorgeous grape in it. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to use a sheet of paper like this in a really good paper saving way. So a 12 by 12 piece of paper obviously divides really well into 3s and 4s. So you can use this to either make 3 by 3s or 4 by 4s once you're ready to cut. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And I have a piece of our thick Whisper White cardstock, which I am going to take and cut it 5 1/2 to create my card base. And you're going to want to flip that around and go over to the 4 1/4 mark and score that so you have a card front like so. You're going to use your bone folder to give it a really nice crease. Okay, and I'm just going to really quickly do that to my other piece so that that one is also ready to go, because I'm going to show you the option with both a 3 by 3 piece and a 4 by 4 piece. All right, get that out of the way. Score that up. Alrighty. Now, when you're going to take, you're going to want to cut a 4-inch width, no matter which way you're using it. So you're going to take a 4 by 4 and a 3 by 4. I misspoke before. It's not 3 by 3, it's 3 by 4. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to cut 3 inches. So if you were doing that all the way across, you would get 4 out of that one sheet, little strip there. If you were doing 4s, you're going to get 3 out of each strip. So this one I'm going to cut 4 by 4. All right. Now, before off camera, I cut 2 pieces of cardstock, one in the magenta and one in the gorgeous grape. And these are each 4 by 5 1/4, which makes a really nice card base. Border for your card base. So here is my 3 by 4 piece. And that has a little bit more of the magenta highlight in there. I'm going to put that one on here, like so. And again, I'm sorry, not quite over that entirely for camera purposes, so hopefully you can see that. All right, and here's my 4 by 4. Gonna line that up at the bottom edge again. Okay, so you can see that the DSP covers up more, obviously, when you have a 4 by 4 than when you have a 3 by 4. So really, it's just a matter of which way you want it to look. Then I'm gonna take some of our silver edged white satin ribbon, just to add a little accent. Best way for us to put that on, I love using my glue dots on each of the ends, and then just carefully wrapping around. I'm gonna butt this one right up to the edge of that 3 by 4 piece, like so. Then I'll do the one on the 4 by 4. And that one I'm actually gonna butt up on the edge this way, just to keep that amount of purple there at the top showing. Okay, so ribbon's on there. Then I'm gonna take and add my adhesive to the back, and we'll put it on our card front. And there you go, one card. Advance that a little bit. And then the other. Okay, so there I have my 2 card fronts. Again, I'm going to use the stamp set called Best Year. There's a thank you phrase, a Father's Day phrase, a Christmas message, happy birthday, and then some quick little phrases like hello, hey, and you did it, hip hip hooray. So a couple of really great options there for you to use for both the front and the inside of the card. So I am gonna take the Happy Birthday to You and my gorgeous grape ink pad. And I'm gonna take that on a piece of scrap Whisper white cardstock that I happen to have handy. So there's that. Then I'm gonna take my Stitched Shapes framelits. You get circles, ovals, and squares that will all come out with a little stitched edge to them. So I'm gonna take one of those out of here, like so, and through the magic of television, run that through my die cut machine, and voila, there you go. You have Happy Birthdays to You. Now I am going to, whoops, I didn't grab those handy, grab my dimensionals to put those on, because I want just a little bit of lift on it. I'm gonna be laying it over where the ribbon is. So I'm gonna put a dimensional at the top and the bottom of the oval shape, so to speak, so that they can sit over that ribbon and get stuck to the cardstock itself. That'll be a little bit easier for sticking purposes. Take off the backs. Take off the backs. All right, bring those in. And we've got a Happy Birthday to You there. And a Happy Birthday to You there. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of this ribbon. I'm just gonna tie a little knot in the end, like so. Trim off a little bit. And with another glue dot, just to add a little bit of interest, stick that on like so. And we'll add another one to the purple one as well. You can make this as big or as little as you want, or of course it could be a little bow or something to that effect as well. Knots are just quicker and easier to do, especially on camera. Alrighty, so there you go. You've got the two quick and simple cards, and see how easy that came together. That took me less than 5 minutes, obviously. Again, you could use any kind of DSP you want. Cutting either the 3x4 or the 4x4 will give you a little bit different look as far as like what cardstock remains at the top. So it gives you a little more emphasis on color. I'm gonna bring in another set that I have made with ones from the Ornate Garden collection. So here I have a bow instead of the knot, and I used a punched shape instead of a die cut, but basically it's the same concept, a 3x4 piece or a 4x4 piece. So there you go. That is my quick little tip and video for you today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.